Hola lovelies, welcome to Sacred Star Guidance. I'm Shel, and this reading is going to be for Virgo for the week of the 16th through the 20th of September. I hope you guys are doing well. What does Virgo need to know for the week of the 16th through the 20th? Some of you may be creating at-home businesses. You may be starting up something new at home or trying to build up your home life. We have Rabbit Spirit, who states now is a lucky time. Now is a great time for manifestation and putting in the hard work. All right, we have Eagle Spirit. Spirit has your back. Believe it. And Elephant Spirit, learn from the past. So something you're doing or going to be starting or have started already could be something that you've dealt with in the past. Spirit is asking you to step back and reflect on how things occurred in the past for you. What can we learn from that? What kind of lessons can we pull from that experience and then be reapplied to our new experience that we're creating at the moment? All right, Virgo. We have the Dragon's Duel card. Inner conflict, morality, and conscious choice. Spirit is asking you to reflect on which dragon you're feeding. Are we feeding into the negative thoughts? Are we speaking negatively? Are we doubting ourselves? Or are we speaking kindly, lovingly, speaking encouragement into ourselves? What we're thinking, what we're speaking, what energetically we are putting out, that is what you should be receiving back. So if you are putting out fear, doubt, if you're putting out sadness, pessimism, if you're putting out negativity in any way, if you are behaving and making choices in ways that tend to be negative or not for your greater good, then that's what you're going to bring more of into your life. So we need to reflect on how we are thinking, speaking, and acting within our lives. What are our choices? How are we moving forward on our path? We need to always take account of the energies that we are putting out into the universe and make a shift towards the positive. We have Gaia's Garden, fruition, abundance, and reaping what you sow. Right now is a time of abundance for you. You should be receiving many blessings. It's a time of abundance, so we're working towards creating that life we wish to live. We have the Shadow Queen, acquiring knowledge, insecurity, and manipulation. We may need to take a class. We may need to do some research. We may need to speak to someone like a mentor who may know a little bit about what we're going through or what we are trying to go through. We may be dealing with insecurities within ourselves. We have to take accountability for the way that we're putting out our energy, the things we're thinking, feeling, how we're choosing to move through this path. How you view things and how you think of things and how you speak on things really does matter. And it does play a part, and it will bring you more of what you put out. So be aware. Try to shift into the positive. We have the eyes of beauty, positive expectations, and clarity. We're working on gaining that clarity. Shifting into the positive, trying to anticipate positive growth, no matter what type of situation we're in right now. But despite your circumstances, despite your environments, we need to be pushing to have that positive perspective, to expect positive things to come into our lives, because we have shifted into a new cycle. We're letting go of that old and that lack and that fear that we used to live within or feel inside of us at different times. We're moving out of that. So please expect positive things. Anything else for Virgo? All right. We have allowing. Radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment, so what's needed can come next. We have to work within the flow of allowing. We're not pushing, we're not pulling, we're not stagnating, we're not rushing, we're not stalling, we're not doing anything to manipulate the flow within our life. So, if there are things that need to be let go from our lives, then we need to allow that to occur with as least resistance as possible. If there's things that need to be arriving into our lives, we need to make room for those things and expect positive things. In order to receive new good things and allow these good things to flow into your lives, we may need to let go of some stuff. We may need to let go of ways of thinking, ways of being, ways of speaking to ourselves, other people, or environments, or situations. Some of those things may need to be let go, and we need to take account of these things and figure out if we're feeding into something that we shouldn't be. And if we shouldn't be, we need to allow ourselves to release that thing. When we release things, we make room for new things. And that's what this whole cycle is about. We're shifting into the new, and we're leaving everything that's not good for us, everything that's old, everything that's dragging us down. We're leaving that all in the past, and we're moving forward. We have right now. Stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled each moment. When we get too ahead of ourselves, when we think too far into the future, we can overwhelm ourselves and stress ourselves out, get us all jumbled up and worried, anxious. That is not good, and that is not allowing. We're putting too much pressure on the future. And if we're looking to the past, well, we're holding on to things that we should be letting go of. The key with allowing is to stay in the present, to be within the moment of right now. The only way to keep within the flow is to be within the flow. So we have to allow ourselves to release things, release the urge to control things, the urge to know everything. We have to let that go. So, and that can be really difficult for some people. I know I've really struggled in the past with letting go of control, having to know what's going to be coming. Spirit will only send you what you are able to endure. He will only send you things that will be for your betterment, whether they are packaged in something bright and fun or something dark and dreary. Either way, it's all for your betterment. It's all for this path that you are on, this new cycle of releasing and receiving positive abundance, or releasing that negativity, those things that cause conflict within oneself, and then receiving abundance. We have grief. Tears are what happen when the ice in the heart melts. Letting go of things can be hard. But when we allow ourselves to express our emotions, to feel our emotions, to sit within those emotions for a moment, we're allowing ourselves to heal. Crying can be a very useful tool. You're breaking down those walls that you create when you allow yourself to express and to feel your emotions. But one thing we need to keep in mind while we allow ourselves to grieve or to experience how we feel in the moment, that we are not meant to stay within those emotions. Emotions are supposed to be a momentary expression to let you know how you're feeling and what needs to be worked through on your end. If we stay within these emotions of grief, of holding on to something, we will just be holding ourselves back. It's all right to experience, to feel, but we need to work on what is the root of that and how do we release this emotion? How do we work through this emotion? Holding on to grief and holding on to feelings like that, it's not allowing. That's not an allowing thing to do. That's not moving within the flow. That's a type of resistance. So we aren't meant to stay there for longer than a moment, than necessary. And then we need to move forward. We have clearing. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mind to God's. Such freedom. We need to let go of these things. Let go of these emotions, these feelings, these things that we're holding on to, these thought patterns, the way we speak to ourselves. Whatever it is that you are internally having conflict over, that you are needing to reflect on and to shift and allow. We have to clear that out. Understand where it's coming from. Understand what we need to do to help ourselves feel better, to heal from this, and then we need to clear it and move forward. Like I said earlier, when we clear out these things, we allow ourselves room to receive good, positive things. So this is all for your betterment. And understand that we are releasing control. We're staying within the moment, we're moving with the flow, and we're leaving control up to Spirit. And we're trusting that Spirit will lead us on the right path and direct our flow wherever it needs to be going. We have to stay within that, though. All right, what else for Virgo? Yeah, the key to receiving that abundance, that blessing that Spirit has for you, that Ace of Pentacles, is to work through that pain, grief, inner conflict. It's got to be worked through. Can't allow ourselves to stay within this emotion or to hold on to that. We have to release ourselves. Release yourself into freedom. Allow Spirit to worry about those things. Allow Spirit to move you within the flow. We have to take on a more positive outlook. Expect positive things. Virgo, you need to be nurturing yourselves, not withholding or fighting against yourselves. Nurturing, loving, and showing compassion to yourself. And the way to do that is to have positive expectations and to work on letting go of things that hold you back. Yeah. This could have been a long road for you. You've been waiting for good things to come. But you yourself have been stuck within this, you've been blindfolded. You may have disappointments. There may be something that you are disappointed in yourself about. An opportunity that you didn't fulfill before. That you haven't fulfilled yet. And you're feeling the pressure of that. That pressure is good. The pressure you may be feeling to make these moves and to release these things and to move towards your Ace of Pentacles, that's Spirit's way of pushing you forward. Making you feel this pressure, making you feel this anxiety on the inside about making that move. Like I said, we can't hold on to any negative feelings that are going to keep us from our path. But spiritual pressure is to help push you towards your path. It's to help you feel so uncomfortable within yourself that you will just end up doing something. You'll just end up pushing it forward, taking that leap. for a purpose, and it's super uncomfortable. It can be very frustrating. But if you're feeling an overall sense of pressure and anxiety to get something started, know that that is Spirit's way of trying to guide you forward despite your circumstances, despite how you feel on the inside. You may have things that you need to work through, to work on, to release, to clear out, things that you need to move forward from, to understand that you are healing from these things, and we need to make better decisions on how we move forward. And that could be very difficult for us. And so Spirit may be helping you by applying a little pressure. Yeah. They're really asking you to get started on your work now. We really need to get started. We have to make moves. This is a process, and it can take time. The sooner you get started, the better you'll be. The sooner you can see that abundance. We're in a state of manifestation right now. We have to work hard for our future goals. We have to reset our brains, reset our emotions, shift into that positive, really put all of our efforts into creating that dream that you wish to create, creating that life you wish to have. There may need to be a pause within yourself and some self-reflection going on in order to adjust that spark within you, to gain that courage to move towards that creativity within you. That self-reflection, that has to do with the Dragon's Duel, with the Shadow Queen, with shifting, clearing out these grieving feelings, these feelings of holding back, these inner conflicts. Self-reflection and going within to help you gain courage to move forward with creativity and abundance. We gotta move. We gotta make moves. Balance ourselves out. Release what we can no longer hold on to. Shift into the positive and make your move. All right, Virgo, anything else? This reading's a little long. I feel like Virgo's readings are always a little longer. Yeah. Could be feeling overwhelmed. Yeah, like I said earlier, you could be overwhelmed. You could feel kind of clouded. There could be too much going on, too many options. But right now we're shifting into a space of clarity and abundance. We're needing to move into that clarity, to release what's been burdening us, to release what's been holding us back in order to take that leap of faith. We need to let go of the things that you're holding on to that are not for your betterment, that are not helping you move forward. It's keeping you in this Five of Cups energy, and that's not very productive, and you're completely missing the cups behind you that will help you move forward. It isn't all lost, and it isn't hopeless. You have everything right in front of you. You have so much abundance and manifestation coming your way, blessings. We just have to work through this mental clutter and resistance we have going on. We need to really step into our higher selves. Yeah, we really have to step into our higher selves and make that move whatever that idea is that you have, whatever that dream is that you have, that new idea, plan, journey that you intend on taking, that you wish to take. We have to step into that. It's time to move forward. We have to walk into our higher selves and walk into this new cycle of abundance with clarity, with moving within the flow. Step into the unknown and receive your Nine of Cups. I mean, that's just wonderful. That's your outcome. This is where you're headed. We got to release those things. All right. I think that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed the reading, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you do comment, please use a purple emoji. I am accepting personal readings and I am accepting donations. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful week. Thank you.